If you want to know how we take this shirt from looking like this to this, then this is the video for you. Because by the end of it, I'll be showing you exactly how we do it. So stick with us. Hello there and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I am going to be showing you how we're going to turn this modern, not exactly classic Newcastle shirt from having a nasty betting sponsor that, let's be honest, not many people like, to give it a little bit more of a retro feel with this classic brown owl star. I did a poll on all of our social media platforms and I gave the audience, probably mainly Newcastle fans, the option, if you could have the option of putting a new sponsor on this shirt, would it be the Star? Would it be a McEwen's Lager? Or would it be Greenall's? And overwhelmingly, across all of the platforms, entirely independently, the answer was this Star. So I'm going to be showing you how we take this off and how to transform it into having one of these. But in order to be able to do that, we need to first understand what this is, and once we know what it is, we can go through exactly how we're going to remove it. So, what is this? Well, I've done a couple of videos before about this. This is DTF. It looks and feels the same as vinyl, but it's actually DTF. And, excuse me, there's a video up there that goes through the differences between flock, DTF and vinyl. But effectively with DTF, it's ink laid onto clear plastic and then adhesive attached to the back and then pressed onto a shirt. And it's fundamentally different to vinyl in as much as the adhesive is different and the dye or the paint used to give it colour is different. So that means we use a different solvent for DTF versus vinyl. For vinyl, we'd probably go with VLR as the prime one. But for DTF, I found that DTF remover, and there's a link to it in the description and on previous videos, DTF remover is by far the most efficient way of taking it off. Now, this is a brand new with tags shirt. So a lot of people ask, well, how can I not damage the tags? Easiest way for me to not damage the tags is to either remove it from the shirt there or remove it from the label. Now, the trouble is with this label is that this is the thick part of the, I don't know if you can see the thicker part of the plastic, so that might not go through the hole. So I will probably remove it from this end of the shirt and then I'm kind of free to work on it. I mean, I doubt I'll have to put this through the wash because it's a new shirt. There shouldn't be too much grime, but I might have to. We'll see when I remove it. But I've done enough waffling. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to show you how to do it. But before I do, you might have noticed this classic shirt, QPR 92-93 home shirt. Recently, I've made a couple of buys because I'm trying to buy every home, away, and potentially third shirt from the first Premier League season. And I'm about 15 shirts away from completing it. So I bought this QPR one and I love it. Let me know if you're collecting the Premier League ones. I'm after home and away Wimbledon, home and away Oldham, home and away Middlesbrough. If you see them, leave a link to them down below in the comments because I'm really struggling to find them. Or if you're doing a collection of shirts, I'd love to hear about it. Leave me a comment down below and I'll definitely respond to you. But again, too much waffle. Let's go over there and start fixing this up. So here we are over on the board. Here's our shirt. What is it we need? Well, we need the board. We need our light box setup. We need DTF remover. This is key. This is the key solvent. We need a scraper. If you want a scraper, there's a link to them up there and in the description. Some cotton pads, got loads of them. Some kitchen roll, something for the debris, and microfibre cloth. So what we're going to do first is we are going to unthread this label from the shirt without damaging it. Now you can get the things to re-thread them, but that's a needless expense if you don't want to. Do you know what? I wonder if I will be able to fit that through. Aha, right, there you go. Let's pull this through. It's not easy. Let's have a look. sometimes it's nice and easy to get it off of this bit. This one's proving it's gone all the way through the shirt, so it's going to be hard to thread it through. Let's see though if we can get this through the cardboard. There we go. Right, it's out. Good stuff. I'll put that safely to one side. Now, before I start on this shirt, look, this you might be able to see. Not sure if the light's very good. Let me see if I can make this light a bit better. One sec. Maybe this light is a little bit better, but look, you can see there's like blue on this scraper. So what you don't want to do is start using this on another shirt, especially with white in it. So you're going to need to clean this up. So good way to do that is just get a dab of this onto cotton pad. Always put the lid on so you don't knock it over and so it doesn't evaporate. And then we're just gonna give this a little clean, and look, you'll see that would have all come off on a shirt if I wasn't careful. So look, you can just give it a nice good clean and make sure you dry it afterwards. But here you go. Look, that was filthy. So nice little tip there to clean up your scraper. Like I say, if you want one of the scrapers, give us a shout. I've got a new batch coming in. Oh, I've had a bit of a nightmare getting them. They've been taking a bit of a while, but they should be ready shortly. So anyway, we're now going to lay this. In fact, look, let's give this, you can see there's a little bit of scuzz on this as well. So using the DTF that's already on that cotton pad, I might need a bit more. We're going to give this a clean. This is a good best practice, I'd say, for starting a shirt, is make sure your environment is clean. Let's give it another one. Get another one of these. Put it on. Put it over here. And look, it gets it nice and clean, nice and quickly. There we go. Right, so let's put the lid back on. Now we're going to lay this over the light box, and you can see the outline nice and clearly here. So it shows the value of having one of these light boxes. And we're going to use cowpole syringe to draw some DTF remover up. Put the lid back on DTF remover. And we're just going to dab in sections to loosen the adhesive. Right. Now it's getting a bit warmer now, and the DTF remover, it evaporates a lot quicker than VLR does. So here we go. Right, we're now going to start pulling it around, and I'm hoping it'll come off nice and easily. Now this one looks a little bit stubborn, but I'm pretty confident it will come off. Yeah, it's starting to come off. Oh, there you go, it is starting to come off. I think because it's such a big sponsor with such a large surface area, there's so much adhesive that's sticking it to the material, it might prove a little bit stubborn, but you can see it's starting to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat that, and I'm going to take the first portion of the sponsor off, and then we'll come back and do the residue. If you're enjoying this video and you want to get into shirt restoration, or if you've been doing it for a while and you're struggling with a little bits, let me tell you about the ebook we've created that will answer all your questions. It's available now over on my Stand store. Over 110 pages, packed with insights from more than 5 years of football shirt restoration experience. It covers everything you need to know, from identifying materials to solvent safety and advanced techniques for removing even the toughest name sets. So here we go, just applied a second bit of DTF remover to it, and you can see it's starting to come away now. You don't want to force it off because you want it to dissolve as much of the adhesive as possible, but when you're ready, look, you can just start peeling it off. And then when you start feeling a bit of resistance, that shows you've got to a bit where there's less adhesive remover, and therefore you need to apply a bit more. So what I'm going to do is, that you see here, we've got some of the residue. So stick with me and I'm going to show you how we're going to get rid of the residue. But I'm going to take the rest of the sponsor off and I'll be back. So here we go. We've taken off the sponsor and what we're left with now is this residue. So how are we going to get rid of the residue? It's going to use DTF remover, syringe, scraper, microfibre cloth. Now we're going to apply the DTF remover directly to the adhesive. You can carry on doing it from the back if there's a thick layer of adhesive, but there's not too much here, so we're going to apply it directly to the front. Now something to be aware of, look, you can see the difference, how visible it is on the black versus the white. Don't get fooled into a false sense of security here. There is still adhesive here, so you can kind of feel it with your fingers. And what will happen when you press a new thing on, the heat from that press will darken this and it will become really obvious. So we're going to need to remove all of that, in addition to removing these smear marks that have been created by using the DTF remover, because this is sublimated material, so it's ink that creates the black stripe. So that's created these smear marks, which are normally created by grease or grime. It's a brand new shirt, so it's not going to be very dirty, but it is from this sublimated ink. So we're going to need a bit of spot solve to get rid of those, and I'll show you that. In fact, we've got a video up here that goes through that in detail, but we're going to need a bit of that. So what we're going to do, let's draw a bit of DTF remover up into the syringe. Now you can either use the board or you can use the Pyrex for this. What you don't want to do, I mean, my board is nice and clean. What you don't want to do is use it where there's colour on it from a previous removal, and that colour then gets transposed onto the shirt. So just be aware of that. What we're going to do now is we're going to go with just a small section first, and we're going to apply a little bit of DTF remover. Then remember, it evaporates quickly, so you've got to be quick. We're going to use a scraper and we're going to scrape as much as possible of the adhesive up. And we're going to, look, you can see it's coming off onto the kitchen roll. It's not very thick, but there is still definitely adhesive there, so we're going to do that. And once we've done it a couple of times with the scraper, we're going to get our microfibre cloth and we're going to give it a bit of a rub. Now while it's wet with DTF remover, it's going to look better than reality. Once it starts drying, you'll be able to see the adhesive. Now you'll see that there is starting to be those little worms that you can see it's coming off. Little worms created that I talk about from the adhesive. So you're going to need to make sure that you get rid of everything. So maybe I have to do another round of it. So we're going to go like this, give it another application, DTF remover, get the scraper and get up as much of the excess as possible. Then we get microfibre cloth and we're just going to give it a rub. And what you should see is a massive difference between where the adhesive was versus what it's like now. So that's how you get rid of the adhesive. I'm going to go around and do that to the rest of the shirt and then I'll be back. So here we go. The residue is all off. What we have got is these nasty smear marks all the way around. So we're definitely going to have to put this shirt through the wash. Let's move that out of the way. What we're going to use to get rid of these is the old spot solve. And I know it's frustrating for you all that live outside the UK that you struggle to get hold of this. There's a video up there that reviews some similar solvents to spot solve that are internationally available. So check them out if you can't get spot solve. It's pointless asking me if I can send it as well. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to send it internationally. But what you're looking for to get rid of these marks is a solvent-based spot stain remover. If you can find one of them, then that's probably going to work. So buy some, give it a go. What we're going to do here is we're going to spray it on. And it's kind of magic. You can almost see it, or you can see it working before your very eyes. So we're going to saturate it. We're going to let it sit for a little bit, and we're going to use cotton pads to kind of mop it up. If you want to see the full tutorial on how to do it, then like I say, check that video. I'm going to do this, bung it in a wash on a 30 in a laundry bag. If you want to know how we recommend you wash your shirts, then there's another video up there that takes you through exactly how we recommend you wash them. So I'm going to mop this up and I'll be back once it's clean. So here we are, giving it a wash. Look at that, it's come off nice and cleanly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press on the star. I'm not going to show you how to press it. If you want to learn how we do our heat pressing, there's a video up there. Up there, I never get it right. I think it's up there. That takes you through exactly how to do the heat pressing, the top tips and everything else. I'm going to press this on. I'm going to show the end result. So make sure you stay to the end. So, are you ready for the final result? Here it is. Check that out. I'm sure you'll all agree, even if you're not a Newcastle fan, that this shirt looks far better with a brown ale star on it than it does a SELA, whoever they are, sponsor. So what do? Well, we first identified that it's DTF. Most new sponsors are DTF rather than vinyl, so we used DTF remover. We took it off, left some marks. We used the scraper to get the adhesive residue off. We then used the spot solve to get the smear marks off, and then we bunged it in the wash, and this is the final result. A lovely retro spin to a modern shirt. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to click like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you've enjoyed this video, you're going to love this one and this one. See you next week.